Third down and 1 yard to go.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and sneak it here. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. It's a quarterback sneak, and he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Come on, set. 50 seconds, come on. Get that quarterback, Eli.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. 2nd and 6. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Julio Jones. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Joseph now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big run there by Freeman. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready? 70, Indy. Go, go, go. Check 3, check 3, check 3. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Check. 36, 36. Get it.
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Let's go. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Come on.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert, he's got it to Williams. And he'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, Freeman. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. On 4th down, Herbert And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads. They don't last very...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
Here we go.
Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Operating from the gun. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. The Colts send out their punter. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. This is taken at the 15. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Patriots take over.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Watch the safety creep.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by Robert Quinn. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He completes it to Jones. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Julio Jones. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Joseph now to have the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score 14. Colts nothing. Greg Joseph set to
Joseph now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
at their own 33-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. 2nd and 2. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
10-2 stop.
Right there, 56. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Now.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
We got him. We got him.
A loss of 5. It's
The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Greg Joseph set to kick off.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Keep playing hard. We got this.
We go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quick.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Herbert. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him, AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning.
Williams loses the football, and the Patriots have it.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and 8. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. And it's 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
57, Mike 57. Silver.
He'll look to throw. It's caught. Jones. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open.
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now? Much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
they can get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
I got it. Tight dog.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Sidney Jones in on the stop. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Tried to get it on the edge there, but there was no seal, nowhere to go, had to step out.
Yeah, sometimes the defense just wins those battles because ordinarily the guy setting the edge, offensive tackle, tight end, H-back, someone of that caliber, wasn't there on that play. Defense wins it in a big way. No gain at all for the offense.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 35. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line. 56. I'm going to come back to you.
He'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun. Herbert got his man. It's Williams. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
We all X3. 218, chop. Quick. You go tight. You got tight. You got that.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Short gain, the last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
90, Wolf.
Watch the run.
Ready.
Back to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 42. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Great. 56. Check 56. I got you.
Hey, Delta.
56 to Mike.
Get it.
Back to throw. It's Williams on the catch. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
57, come on. Man, I got you.
That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these...
They'll set up a throw. Looking deep for Julio. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10.
All day, baby, all day.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Patriots, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.